Hello, 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 and welcome to the Elegant Body Magic Podcast. This is Al, and I appreciate you guys listening in. I don't know, I think this is episode 5 or 6, one of them. but I appreciate you guys listening in. Today we'll be talking about imagination, and is imagination required when going to the gym? Because I think it's 80% of going to the gym, you know. So I want to share a few strategies with that. Appreciate you guys listening in. Subscribe. We on YouTube. Just look up the hashtag Elegant Body Magic. I'm actually thinking about doing something. I'm actually thinking about we actually creating a product around this whole thing, mindset and fitness. So you guys be looking out for that. So I said it, so now I got to do it, huh? But I appreciate you guys listening in. So what I want to talk about was imagination in the gym. Now, if you think back to when we was kids, we all use imagination, right? Like we all use imagination when we was kids. We had like the invisible friend, We thought the monsters was under the bed. I remember a certain situation where I used to think I actually had an imaginary friend. Like if you guys look up the movie The Last Mimsy, which is pretty interesting. It was about a geometric, sacred geometry using something called a shiantra. But in the movie, the little girl, she had a imaginary friend, and it was a teddy bear. And it's like, imagination is everything. Like even Einstein said, logic will get you from point A to point B, but imagination will take you everywhere. And I never forgot that, and I still don't forget it today, because even in the Bible, man, Jesus always talked about like be like a child. Only the children can inherit the kingdom of God and all this kind of stuff. And it's like you go look at kids, man, and they just don't have no fear. They're imaginative. They're creative. I mean, you can learn a lot just by, just looking at kids. But the whole point is imagination in the gym. So this is kind of some strategies that I use, and I feel like other people that's at the top of the fitness game, I believe they use the same strategy to look the way that they do. So one strategy that I use with imagination is I'll go on YouTube. I'm going to talk about 3 different strategies using imagination and mindset. Because remember, this whole podcast is about mindset. This whole podcast is for people who want to turn shit up and take their fitness to the next level, to the highest level that they never even been to. This ain't for average people who just want to look cool and be on the beach, envying everybody else. All the other dudes out there who fucking built, and all the other women out there who sexy as hell, Like this ain't for people who trying to envy. This podcast is for people who want to be envied. When you go out and about, people looking at you like, damn, like I'm the dude. The way I look, I'm the dude that the trainers at the gym, they look at me and come up to me and ask me for tips. Like if you want to be that dude or that gal, then that's what this podcast is about. This ain't for the average, Joe. This is for people who want to take shit and take it high when it comes to fitness. Okay, so back to back to the imagination. So one thing that I do, one strategy I use that really helps me is that I go on YouTube and I follow certain trainers. Like you guys may follow me. You can use this strategy for me. You can use it for like another trainer. But I actually follow people like Simon Panda or Mike Rashid, some of these gods of fitness. Brandon, just some people that's gods of fitness to me. And I'll imagine them like rooting me on, like cheering me on. Like when I'm in there, I literally imagine Simon Panda and Mike Rashid telling me like, hey, lift that last weight. Come on, Ant, you could do it. Come on, baby. Yeah, like congratulating me. I'm telling you, that stuff helps, man. Like this is all a mental thing. This is all imagination. This is imagination. Of course, they're not really with me in the gym. I never met them yet, but because I think Simon just moved out here to LA. So, I could set up a plan to meet him. And Mike is in Florida. But so I imagine him and like other people rooting me on. I imagine like that they on my team and we all in the gym together and we going hard. So when I'm doing them leg weights and them squats and everything, I imagine them like, come on, Ant. Yeah, lift that last one, baby. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like in their own voices in my head. And I see like that these strategies, imagining people rooting you on that you look up to in the gym, like these strategies help out, So you guys can imagine that it's me talking shit like, hey, come on, man. Like, get that body on boss. Let's go. Because if I train you, that's exactly how it's going to be when I train you. But, so that's another strategy, like using imagination, to help you lift that last weight or help you get that last set. Another little tip I'll share with you guys is if you set a goal to do 15 reps, always do 16 or 17. Always do one more rep than you set the goal for. Like, this is something that I've been doing for years. Like, it just helps. Like, it helps you go the extra mile, even in other areas in life. Like, it helps you push to go the extra mile, stay up an extra hour, stay up extra 30 minutes, make an extra sale, make another phone call, whatever it is you're doing with your business or in other areas of life. Just don't never do like 16 if your goal is 16 reps. Always try to shoot for 17, even if it's hard as hell. Like, do it. Even if you got to rest for 2 minutes or a minute, go and do that last rep. Like, it's something to that. But anyway, so that's the first little tip that I'm sharing with you guys with imagination. Imagine that your fitness heroes or sheroes cheering you on in the gym. Like, imagine that they there with you. And that y'all talking and conversating and they telling you like, yeah, get that last weight. Yeah, come on, Ant, you could do it. You could do it. Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. I'll be imagining Simon in his British accent, being there with me. And that shit is like really motivating, man. So that's another strategy you guys can use. Another one is, this one is kind of interesting. It's called talking shit to the weights. Okay, so like I was in the gym this morning, right? And I feel great now that I went, because I'll be going later on today too, called two-a-days for real ones, right? But I was in there earlier, man, and I was just, it's like you got to talk shit to the weights, man, in your mind. You can even say it out loud, if you by yourself or whatever, or you can say it amongst other people if you don't care about them thinking you crazy. But you got to talk shit to the weights, man. You got to talk to them weights like, yeah, like if you do a set that's like a set of 15 that's real heavy, and you throw them down, like, yeah, y'all don't have no power over me. I got power over you. Like, you got to talk shit to the weights in your head, man. Like, for ladies out there, if you're doing squats, and it's hard, you got to understand, remember, this is war. So the barbell and the weights you got on there doing the squats, it's in between you getting that butt that you want, getting that beautiful ass that you want. Where your boyfriend, husband, or if you're single, like other dudes will envy. Because I promise you, ladies, like I'll tell you another little tip for the ladies out there. If you really, like, you guys, I mean, I hate to say it, like dudes is crazy over a woman with a nice ass. Like, it's just magical. I'm just keeping it real, from somebody who got high self-esteem. I mean, so ladies, if I was a woman, if I didn't work on anything else, I would go in there and work that ass out like crazy. I would look up every workout and do every workout on my butt and legs. You can still have a little gut, little arms, little flab there, but if you got a nice butt, you can get away with things. But anyway, so you want to talk shit to the weights, man. So if you hit a 15, you do a set and you rack it up like, yeah. You talk shit to like, yeah, you thought I wasn't going to do 15, huh? Yeah, I showed you, didn't I? I'm about to get back under that bitch and do another 15. Now what? Like you could talk shit to the weights, man. Like that's what I was doing this morning. I was in there like, yeah, you think I ain't going to finish these last 3? Boom, got it. Now what, bitch? Like you got to talk to the weights, man. Like especially if you by yourself in the gym, like you really can turn up because, talking to yourself with the headphones on and people around you, unless you don't care what people think. But you can talk shit to the weights, man. Like, or you may think about a situation, if talking shit to the weights ain't your thing, you may think about a situation that's trying to overcome you or that's trying to beat you. Then you'll set up a game with the weights. So let's say you're trying to get a promotion and there's two other people ahead of you. And you say, you know what? I'm going to do 10 sets of this heavy weight. And you probably know you only really can do 7. But you'll set a goal for 10. And you're like, you know what? If I can do 10, I'm probably going to get that promotion. I'm probably going to be in the top, runnings for that promotion. And then you start hitting them weights. And then when you get to 5, it get heavy. And you want to give up. Then it get to 7, you like, man, but I want that promotion so bad. 7, 8. I'm getting that promotion. 9, 10. And fuck it, I'm going to try to get one more in, like Ant was talking about on the call. 11, drop them. Get up and start talking shit to them weights. Like, yeah, you thought I wasn't going to get it. Nah, it help you with the mindset to push through and achieve things. Like, we can use this gym to manifest things, man. That's what I'm turning this whole thing into. Even throughout my own life, things I'm going through right now, I'm using this gym to manifest shit. I'm in there talking shit. I'm in there speaking things into existence. Like, you guys got to understand, like, when your body is charged up like that, you vibrating at a high frequency. You see, one way to raise your vibration amongst gratitude, meditation, dancing and stuff like that is going to the gym. Like, you vibrating at a high frequency, so that's the time we can go in there and talk shit to the weights. We can speak our goals into existence, imagine things. Like, I remember using the gym to manifest certain financial things all last year in 2017. Like, every single month, because I'm an entrepreneur. I have no job or anything. So all last year, I had to, like, manifest money, right? Because I was an entrepreneur. I had a few products I was selling, but ain't nothing guaranteed. You got to go out there and sell. So I would imagine, like, getting a certain check from certain companies, and then I would imagine and see it in my head every single month. I would go into the gym every single day. I would go into the gym, and I would use the gym to manifest the money. Like, it would just help me, like, see the end result clear, like that deposit into my account. Or I just imagine a client saying yes, and I would use the gym as energy to manifest that. I swear every time I went to the gym and was really on charge, like, life was just better. Everything just went smoother for me. Some people on the call may see that. Like, you know what? When I was going to the gym more often, things was going well for me too. Not in the money area, because I got that part straight, but my relationships was going better, or I got the money and relationships thing tied up, but I was more connected to God or whatever. So that's the second thing we could do, guys. Is to talk shit to the weights. Like, I enjoy it, so you guys may want to try it. This whole call, this whole Elegant Body Magic thing is about ideas. It's about ideas we can use to get what we want in this fitness arena when we go to war in that gym. Because I'm going later tonight. Like I said, I'm going to war later tonight. And I don't go to the gym. I'm going to war. It's deeper than the gym. There's so many benefits to it as well. Like, so the third thing I want to share with you guys, and then I'll be out, is sorry about that. I thought the recording stopped. So the third thing I want to share is that something that I've been using for years. I think it really works for me, and I think it gives me the mindset that I still have right now. Every time I walk out, white beater on, people are always like, "Damn." I remember this one lady was like, "Excuse me." I was like, "Yeah." She said, "You look like you're painted on. Look like you're just painted." Because them lines and them cuts is just popping, especially in the sun. But I say that to say, like, I'm still not satisfied. Like, I actually get out the shower and look at myself, and I'm like, dude, you got to look better than this. Like, you got to get bigger. You got to get more cut. Like, this is ridiculous. That's what I say to myself. And I think this strategy that I'm about to tell you about now has cultivated that. And so the strategy is, like, when you guys in the gym, you want to pull up Instagram and either look up our channel, Elegant Body Magic, or look up somebody that you guys follow, and look up, you guys got to have the ideal, You guys got to have women out there. For the women, you got to have the ladies out there who is a 10, who ass is a 10, legs is a 10, arms is a 10, breast is a 10. You got to find those people and take a look at them. So when you're working on legs, look up Instagram and find somebody that you follow. Should be following us, hashtag elegant body magic. But but find somebody that you guys follow and look at the images of people that's on boss with the ass, on boss with the legs, on boss with the chest, on boss with the arms. And then look in the mirror while you in the gym and and measure your results to that. Because some of you guys looking average as hell, but you got people telling you, man, you look good. And that makes you stay stuck, man, in that average body. You know what you really look like. You know you can look way better than that. You know your shit is average. But you got people out there saying, man, you look good, man. You look like you fit. And then that make you feel good about yourself. But when you walk up to somebody like me or somebody better that you don't look like shit yet. So stop lying to yourself, man. And so when you go to when you go to Instagram, you look up these pictures. So if you're working on chest, look up chest while you're on Instagram so you can see what a real chest look like. And then you look at your chest and you're like, damn, I need to get my shit up. That's going to help motivate you, man, and take your shit to the next level. Instead of walking around with a fitness shirt on, fooling people because you look good in the shirt. But if we went to the beach, like I said in the call before, you walk past a real one, you get shut down real fast. Dudes out there all husky, thinking they look like something. You all big, but you ain't cut. Or you super, super skinny and you cut, but you ain't big. You're going to be somewhere in the middle. So you got to go on Instagram and look up images and videos of people who own boss on that body part that you're working out on. So if you're working out on back, look at a picture that's on back, man. Like you do your little back workout, like, oh, I just boom, boom, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then while you resting, go out there and look at a back that's on boss. You can go Elegant Body Magic, you can check mine out. My shit is on point. Or you may check somebody else out, right? And look at what a real back looks like. So when you're in the mirror looking at yourself, I'm not saying don't be proud of what you look like right now, because some people should, because they do look decent, But remember, this call is about going to the high level of fitness. This ain't like average ass shit. This is going to the high level. So this is what you want to do. You want to look at those pictures. After you're resting, after you do back, after you do chest, abs, legs, or whatever you're working on, look at a picture of somebody who actually got it, like on a 10. And that's going to help motivate you and keep you going versus you walking around thinking you good. Especially for people out there that's chubby, man. Like, stop lying to yourself. I put people in check when I see them on IG, like some women and dudes. I be like, dude, you doing good, but keep going. Because I say that to them because I don't want them to think. And then they look at my page and they're like, oh, shit, he could talk shit because motherfucker look great. Right? He cut up, handsome, all that. Right? But what I'm saying is I don't like when people be resting when they shouldn't be resting. If you chubby and you got some kind of shape, man, trim that shit down. If you super skinny but you cut, man, get some muscle on you. Look like something. And I'm not saying you should, think you look good some days. Like, damn, I look good. That's good, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with looking at yourself like, damn, I look good. Like, I could tell myself I look good. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is be honest with yourself and know that you can look better based on what other people look like who are at the top of their game with fitness. So I appreciate you guys listening in. We're just talking about imagination. There's imagination and the gym go hand in hand, and it definitely does. So this is Al, Elegant Body Magic. Look up the hashtag Elegant Body Magic. We on Twitter. We on YouTube. We got the site coming up. And then we're going to have some training sessions and some products to sell y'all, if you want to, buy in, because all the products I ever created was stellar. And this one is going to be nice too, It's going to be a mixture of, personal development and fitness, hand in hand, man. I think it's going to be awesome. So, hey, I appreciate you guys listening in. Go on YouTube, subscribe. We do these calls every day, every other day, weekly. So I appreciate you guys listening in. This is Al, Elegant Body Magic, and you guys have a great day. And remember, you're a champion because you choose to be one. All right.